rid of negativity.
We need liberation.
Come on, come on.
We need love.
Let's share the love.
Where is the love?
This is the best time in our life.
Where is the love? Yeah.
When negativity don't have no power.
Where is the love?
This is our day to change for the better.
Where is the love? The love.
The brothers, the brothers, the brothers, the brothers, the brothers. All right, brothers and sisters, people of the world, today we are here to tell the world just who we are. Shocking females, cause we are superstars. You know that song? Well, that's old school rap back in the 79, early 80s. You know what I'm saying? How we used to rock a party back in the day. Woo! Oh man, we here once again. You know what I'm saying? What episode 3, right? 3 is
Number
complete.
3. That's right. The third
Even
one.
though we're gonna do more than that, but you know,
course.
that's just the ideal of it. But I'm thankful that we are here, and I hope that you all are tuning in, listening in, walking in, peeking in, or just invite yourself in. You know what I'm saying? Because we are here just to share some knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, livelihood, energy, high vibration, everything that is needed for this present moment in time in which we now living in, because we know we are living in hell. And we got to get up out of here. Now where we going, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Some people leaving out of here through the back door. You know what I'm saying? Going with Jesus. You know what I'm saying? But there's many other ways to get up out of here. And I'm trying to leave out of here with my physical body, not without my physical body. You know what I'm saying? So, but if I have to go without my physical body, so be it. You know what I'm saying? Because I am not the master of this plan. You know what I'm saying? I'm just part of it. But we are the brothers. We are here to show you some love, bring the love. You know what I'm saying? Where is the love? So if you come in here, we're gonna show you some love and hope that you embrace the love, because that's what we are here to do. The topic that we're gonna be speaking about today is what is it again?
Life activities.
Life activities.
Yes.
Man, that's a heavy topic right there, man.
It is.
Life activities.
Life activities, man.
What you got to speak on that? You know,
Man,
speak your mind. You know what I'm saying?
First of all, welcome. I thank everybody for tuning in. Family, friends, foes, whatever you want to call yourself. It's a very deep discussion, but at the same time, it is understandable because we're living life. We just need to know, how to live life and live it where the activities are so well. How can I say it's so well indoctrinated or embedded to where it's always inspiring you and others to actually live, you know what I'm saying? And that's what life is all about. So the life activities, man, we just want to touch on those things, get everybody's response and their comments, and see what your thoughts are as well. You know what I'm saying? Because, life is beautiful, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's not to be looked at or taken for granted. And we know for many years people take that for granted, life itself. And if you take life for granted, man, everything else don't really matter. So that's something that we really need to understand the time we in, man, because without life, man, we really can't express what we really have inside. So very important.
I'm glad you shared that because, not taking advantage of life. And we got a lot of brothers, a lot of people, a lot of beings, a lot of species.
Right.
That's incarcerated.
Sure indeed.
You know what I'm saying? Because they did not take the time to value life. Now, don't get me wrong. Some people's in there justifiably. And most of us is in there unjustifiably. You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of cases coming out like that, too.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? But no matter what, if you allow yourself to be put in a can and let somebody take away your life, man, what is there to live for? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that is because I don't want nobody to be incarcerated. Some people do need to be incarcerated because there's some crazy people out here, you know what I'm saying? And you don't want nobody touching your daughter, your family, and nothing. You want to walk around here free and with liberty and honesty. And you want to live life to the fullest. Because remember what I said in my prior podcast, you only got from 1 to 75 times. And Social Security's at 65, so they telling you we're gonna give you 10 years more to make a little money, because we already know we're getting all that money back. You know what I'm saying? So we're talking about life activities, man.
Activity.
And you can't do no life activities concentrated, man. That's why when you go to jail, you know what I'm saying, you do your time, man. I can't wait to get out, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, and some people ain't coming out, man. They doing life, man. You know what I'm saying? Some people doing life because they justifiably doing life. Some people's in there doing unjustifiably doing life. You know what I'm saying? But the point of the matter is, we're talking about life activity. Yeah. You have an opportunity at this present moment in time that if you walking on this planet, you walking on this earth, which where we at, it's called United States of, some people say United Snakes. United States of America. Oh, yeah. You walking about, you have an opportunity to live life to the fullest. Now we got our young people trying to live life to the fullest, but they missing the elements. They're missing the things that would cause them to be free. Because they live in life to a certain degree, but they're not free. And they get bound up, they get killed, they get shot, they get, be pulled in different directions, man. We don't want to see that, because that's not the life that God wants us to live, or that's not the life of nature, period. You ain't got to put God to this. Let's look at nature. Nature gonna tell you what is, you know what I'm saying? Right. So can you share the meaning of life activities and what you have discovered in your present moment in time?
Okay, sure. We can touch on that. Let's get into that real quick. Activities. First of all, let's break this down. First, we're going to start with life. We got the meaning to life. And I took some notes, and this is simply what it is. To lift, a living elevation, like I shared last week, an activity that will always inspire you to live.
Ooh.
Always inspire you to live. First of all, life means to lift. A living elevation, an activity that will always inspire you to live.
Yeah, that's so true.
So when we think about, when you look at a meaning or meaning to activities, which simply means the condition in which things are happening. The condition in which things are happening. So when you combine the two, life activities, so there has to be a condition where it's inspiring you to want to live life. You know what I'm saying? So you might have an activity of, say, okay, I have an activity of detailing my home. You have an activity of detailing my car. I might want to detail that. I might want to customize it, right? So I have an activity, or at least something to do that's going to inspire me, inspire my creativity. So I might be real good with painting and artwork and put it on my car, designs and all of that. So it gives me a boost or a lift, meaning in my spirit, my energy and even my drive. So if I have any type of activity that will cause me to be lifted in my spirit, in my view, my drive, and my vibration, then I'm going to be inspired to actually want to live life doing that and many other things. Once I finish that one, I'm going to want to do something else because I was lifted from this particular activity. So just a little thought on that, and that's some of the meanings to life and activities.
Now,
your thoughts, Mark?
now, life, we are in the meaning of that word life. And
to lift.
Right.
Very key.
To lift.
To lift.
But we've been down in life over 400 plus years. So we gotta dig ourselves from the bottom of the barrel.
Yes.
And work our way, lift our way, struggle our way, push away to get up just to do the point to live life in its activities.
Now, even in that, right? You got people who live life individually. They like to travel, right? They like to leave the country. They like to go to Jamaica, different parts of the planet. To them, that is an activity that lifts their spirit. Now, what puts limits to that, not to say that's bad. However, what puts limit to that is it's inspiring only you. So we have to come with an activity that's not only going to inspire you, but it's inspire others as well. So as you're saying, to lift, we're coming down, and we got to lift ourselves up out of this down position that we're in as far as in our mind, and actually build and produce an activity that will constantly give us inspiration to live life and not even overlook it or take it for granted. So that's very key. Yes, sir.
And the inspiration to, that's the inspiration to live life. A lot of people come under, especially black people, in our dilapidated areas. We came through some hard struggles. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like the days that the age in the 80s of the crack baby syndrome. You know what I'm saying? A lot. How many children our peers or younger, that grew up when they mama and daddy on crack?
Yeah.
Or you grew up when your conditions was that your house is dirty. Nobody's home all the time.
Right.
You got to defend for yourself. Some people get molested. Some people get hurt. All these things. So just to get to the point of life activity, most of us never see it. Never see it. So much so that the conditions that we have been designed in, because we didn't put ourselves in it, it was designed for us to be in. Right. So we in it, and then it got us tunneled right back into the jail system. You know what I'm saying? So you born into misery.
Correct.
You walking in misery, right, and they gonna lock you up in misery. And then hopefully when it gets to the end of your term, you're gonna die in misery. So, but was that the blueprint? Was that the life print that God or nature intended for human species to be?
No, because when you think about it from the standpoint of activity, right? If you're a farmer, you have produce that you grow, and within that produce always seeds. You know what I'm saying? So you got watermelon, you got honeydew melons, you got all types of produce that have seeds with it. So that means that even in nature, nature gives you, or God himself put it into motion to where you have activity to actually magnify, so you're always inspired to have more and more life. Of course, for the past 20 years, we've been experiencing seedless watermelon as an example. So
who came up with that one?
Oh, that's another topic. So it's like,
and is that a life activity? Is that seedless grapes, seedless apples, seedless watermelon, seedless? Is that a life activity?
So it's like that. See how that life sparks? So now it's like, the point is, when you look at it from nature's standpoint, you got to always see how everything is so lined up naturally, where you're always inspired by life, even when you have your hands in things. That is the activity that's already placed into motion for us to magnify. So watermelon being an example, seedless watermelons. Now we know, most of us know, but everybody may not know. Even in that's not an activity of the righteous or nature itself, or what God put it, because the idea of design of that is so that the farmer and those who want to farm, even at your own home, can always magnify that produce and many other produce to actually come to what you want to have in your life as far as activities that inspire you. That's so priority though, you know what I'm saying, as far as having food. And it's so many other activities that we can actually touch on in this short span of time. And once again, those who hear this third episode of ours, by all means, send your comments. Share your comments, share your thoughts about these topics, because this is something that we all can relate to. Life activities. That's so important.
And make sure that you subscribe, you know what I'm saying? Because we need people to subscribe, we need people to like. Make sure that you thumb up this video, man, because we want everybody to hear what we have to share. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Y'all be on TikTok, y'all be on Instagram, all the foolishness, all the foolery, you know how they say, all the foolery that's be on there. Y'all be, look, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm attracted to it too, because it be some funny stuff, it be some real stuff too, you know what I'm saying? But it's letting you know what's happening around the world, what's happening. So here we got two brothers that's here coming with the same, not the same idea, but the ideal is to present ourselves to the world and let them see our light shine. You see what I'm saying? We're not trying to put no dog or put no cloud on somebody's head. We here to make sure that your light shine, and you should be one of ours to shine. So Brothers mean both of us, so if I give to you, you're supposed to give back. So I'm asking you all to lift this goddamn TV program or podcast up for some light activities so we can do what we have to do so everybody can be happy, man. Because that's the main objective, man, is we want everybody to feel what God had intended for us to be. No, check this out. We have 7, I keep saying this, man. We have 7 continents.
Right.
7 continents on Earth.
Right.
And we cannot even get out of our own area zip code or area code or zip code. You know what I'm saying?
Both.
Can't get out of it. And we talk about life activity. Who is stopping us from roaming the earth as a free being or species?
Well, really nobody. It's just based upon how one thinks about their own self and where they are. You know, and the reality of it is that it's like we just mentioned about farming as an example as far as activity. You know, you got people who love to travel. You know, they like to travel out of town. They like to go to different countries. They have to go to different areas on the planet because that's an activity that raises their spirit, which is a very wonderful, mind broadening, you know, for a person because travel does broaden your mind. You get to see different cultures. You get to see other people's struggles. You get to see different conditions. So that's always wonderful. You know what I'm saying? To be able to travel. So who stops you from going? Really itself. You know, it's not really anyone else who stops because everything is free. But we always have to be responsible with that type of freedom. At the same time, when you experience all of that in different places and all of that, bring it to where you are and start inspiring all of those to do the same. And then most importantly, have something of your own to always come back to or return to as you're traveling different places to experience, learn, gain, and actually return with that type of substance and activity or produce the activity. So nobody's really stopping you, especially nowadays. We're in 2021, about to step right into 2022.
Yep.
And you know, quite a bit of things have taken place in 2021 that, you know, we can relate to, many others collectively can. And, you know, it inspires me every day, you know, all day, every day to always want to live life and inspire others. That's why we're doing this podcast. This is one of the reasons. Because what else can actually be done than actually have the greatest blessing you can receive is another person. So this way you can always not only just bounce off ideas, but also produce what your will might be. You know, this brother here, he's into music. Okay, I know people that love music. So therefore, if I go ahead and direct that, it's like, yo, he got people that he can inspire to even get better in music. All I did was just direct him. You know, hey, come over here, blah, 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 get in touch with so-and-so, so-and-so. And that's how you magnify life. And it gives you that lift to actually be inspired to live life. Because some people like to see other people happy. I'm one of those. You know
Imagine now, you know, you got a lot of people don't want to get up in the morning.
True indeed.
And I'm not talking about getting up in the morning as far as taking your breath of life to see another day, but the idea of you getting up because you don't want to go to this job, but you gotta go because if you don't go, you can't eat.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So you gotta go. So, and like they say, if you don't work, you don't eat. I say, if you don't work, you don't eat. You know what I'm saying, man? But however, nature, look, man, let me tell you something, man.
Close my book.
You got, but look, the apple trees, pear trees, all type of tree that produces light,
Right.
all type of thing that's come out the ground that produces light,
Right.
is free. What's stopping it from being? If it rain out here, and I throw some seeds out there, and some lettuce grew up, that what come out the ground is free. It's for any human consumption.
True indeed.
But however, somebody took over the land and said, no.
Gotta make some money.
You're gonna have to pay for this, cause I own the land now. You know I own the land. You pay for this. And I'm like, wait a minute, man. This cycle it's got to change because, like I said, we got 7 continents. We can't even see I can't touch or embrace another land that belongs to me. I'm part of the universe. I'm part of the cosmic, the galaxies, the Milky Way. Everything is attached to me. And you mean tell me I'm limited in my life activity? I'm limited because I gotta bow down to policy. I gotta bow down to government and contracts and rules and regulations. You know what I'm saying? To govern my life, which God said, hey, I have this plan for you. Do as you will, my son.
We know God's voice ain't like that, but anyway. However,
that was like Morgan Freeman in the oh, James Earl Jones. Do as my will, my son. Yeah.
I'm talking to my son.
Yeah.
Come on.
I'm talking to my son.
Let them wait. I'm talking to my son. So look, the idea is we having fun. You know, this is fun for us. But the reality is that, you know, we have to produce activities, man, that's really going to inspire you to live life. So if that's something for you as an individual, it's where you traveling, man, you got some farmland, you got education going on, you know, you have all of that activity going on. And if it's inspire you to live life, by all means. And just keep in mind, everything we do as humans, we have to inspire others to do the same, because that's really an unwritten, I can't even say an unwritten rule. It's really universal in nature, you know what I'm saying, for it to happen. You want to inspire others to experience what you are experiencing if you're really about connecting. So yeah, that's pretty much.
Now, check this out.
Yes, let's check it out.
The black man in this country
Yes.
has been denied. Right?
Many times.
Been denied for hundreds of years, right?
Many times.
So they made a movie called Life
Yeah.
with Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence, right?
Right.
When they first got hanged up and they was supposed to do this run to bring this because he owed some money, Eddie Murphy owed some money, whatever. So they went into this restaurant and didn't know that the restaurant was for whites only. So, you know, they coming up the road, I'm hungry. Hey man, how much you want for them pies over there? He said,
Whites only pies.
he said, white only pies. He said, white only pies?
They ain't for no color folks.
Right, you must didn't say, if you can read, you must didn't see the sign. All right, I'm getting to a point here. So, all right, he got denied. So woman put out a sign, I said he's a white, oh, okay, I'm leaving, I'm out of here.
Right.
So now he get incarcerated because he was denied. So now he gets incarcerated. Now he see that pie over there, over the white line. Boss, don't let anybody go over the white line. I'm gonna shoot. They gonna get shoot dead, boss. They gonna get shoot dead. They come on that white line. What's gonna happen to them? They gonna be shot dead, dog. But he saw that pie. He saw that pie. Remember, in the beginning, he was denied.
Well, back that flashback.
He was denied.
Yeah.
He didn't care how, what, or when was gonna happen. He wanted to get to that damn pie.
That's right.
And he went and got it.
He sure did.
He went and got it. So I said that to say this, that we've been denied.
Yeah.
The black man in America has been denied. How long you think we gonna sit and keep looking at that cherry pie? Or as they say, that heavenly sky, or that rainbow in the sky with the pot of gold. How long you think we gonna sit here and just look at it? You know what I'm saying? Just look at it. We're gonna, because look, if I'm hungry, you sitting here, you talking to me, hey man, let me tell you something about something. And you got a big meal, I'm starving like crazy. I'm sitting here, man, I ain't thinking about you, what you thinking about. Man, I'm hungry now, I want to play that food. Now if you gonna give me something, I'm gonna ask for it, I'm gonna take it, whatever the case may be. But you're gonna want to get what you gotta get because you want your life activities to be enhanced.
Right.
So that's how it is for America, for black people in America, man. Wait, you know what they should do? I know they ain't gonna do it. They're always talking about reparations, right? Let me see. They talking about they know what they should do? You know what? I can't even, I'm not even gonna say that, because that's not even gonna help either. Because even if I said they should, black people in America should not even have to pay taxes, right?
Right.
by me saying that, everybody, hell yeah, man, I ain't gotta pay no goddamn taxes. Nah. But even though that sounds good,
Right.
but that's not life activity. You know why? Because you'll still be under another man's ideology, another man's government. It means that he still has the say of do or not do. Because he has the right to do it because he's in control. He has the military. He has everything. So, oh, you don't want to abide to my rules? Let me call the Air Force, the Navy. Let me call, he got all this to back him up. Now imagine if he didn't have that backed up, he'd be in trouble. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the reality, man, is look, everything that appears to be so strong really is not that. Once again, the question you asked a moment ago was like, what stops us to actually have life activities? The answer is nobody, really. So it's just a matter of how we looking at a situation, be it our livelihood, personally, at home, wherever the case may be, and what can we do or what can you do to change and enhance, what it is that you have. Because the beauty in all of that, the real power is actually having everybody all together as far as like whatever it is that you will to do. So if you want to do music, if you want to do farming, if you want to do inspirational speaking to those at a school or whatever the case may be, by all means do it. And then you produce a whole system of your own to actually magnify from that point.
And we did that. And we did that back when we were segregated.
We did it and we still doing it. So,
but when we were segregated, we had no choice but to do it.
Yeah, I mean.
So now that we integrated, we kind of laid back now and try to, pass the baton. But that shit is hurting us right now.
Well, because a lot of people became more callous to a lot of ideas. They become more callous, more, like you said, more laid back, more lazy about it, more comfortable, more integrated. However, it still don't change the reality. Got seedless watermelon. Somebody that removed the seeds.
They growing meat now in the lab.
I know. It's been going on.
They growing meat. Look, is this life activity or what?
But for who though?
For the dumb and the ignorant.
There you go. So therefore, everything that we look at in nature, we have to study it and really put ourselves there so we can always benefit from that which is ours. So therefore, we got to really stop taking things on that's so casual, because that's another form of being like a casualty of war. You know what I'm saying? When you're so casual, you become a casualty of war. So it's not really about a watermelon. It's just about how well we thinking ourselves out of these situations and through these situations. That comes up every day in our life. Called scenarios.
But the small things leads up to the big things.
True indeed.
So if you catch it when it's, I went to one of my child's recital. School. I had this school. You got to go there to inspire. You know what I'm saying? We want them to have life activities. You know what I'm saying? So they want to show off what they have learned and things. So you go to the school thing. Tell the parents and whatnot. Everybody say, "That's my daughter. That's my son." Everybody sit there and they up there doing their little choir. You're like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? So, but you're there to inspire life activity. Because without your youth, there's no future. So the youth is there. If we gotta inspire the youth to show them that, man, no matter what's happening out here, you're the one that's gonna change everything to be what it is supposed to be. And we want to have life activity. We want to, children can't even go outside and play no more. You see a child today outside by themselves, you've been thinking that's abnormal. You're like, what the hell? Where the children? Where the parents at? He could be a 12-year-old, 10-year-old, 11. I don't care. Because the world got so bad that now they got human trafficking. Snatching people's child and selling them to somebody on cross sea. One of them, you go over there and bring me back one child. I give you 20,000. What, you give me 20? Hold on, you give me 20,000. If I go, now I'm gonna go get Uncle Pete. That nigga over there, cousin over there, he ain't doing shit, man. Let's go get that nigga, man. 20,000. I need 20,000. But that's real though. Man, I swear to God, man. I don't know where, it's coming to 2022, and we're speaking about life activity. But what I'm saying is that if we allow death to risen, what is it like to be? Now look at this. This man, NASA, that we pay for our tax money,
right?
They going into the sun.
Trying to.
No, no, what? We're trying to go in, but they on the out surface with a probe. Now they can measure, they can touch. Oh yeah, let's see how this thing is generating. What causes this thing? They doing all. Why? Why are they doing that? Because they already polluted this damn planet over here with seedless watermelons and seedless everything. And everything don't have nothing life in it. Most of the stuff don't have no life in it, so you just eating as to be eating. Like they say, your body, your stomach is full, but your body is starving. You know what I'm saying? And that's the whole life cycle of where we living at now. And that shit got to change, man. They still talking about in school them old stories. You know, George Washington the first. Who want to hear about that? George Washington the first president. George. No, what's his name? George. What's his name? George Washington. No, what is it? George Carver. What's his name?
George Washington.
No, the one that did the peanut butter. Carver, something like George Carver.
Washington Carver.
Washington Carver. Yeah. All this, man. We go on and on and on and on. All I'm just saying that our life activities have to change, man, because everybody is you know, everybody's hurting, man. I mean, you could go around your own neighborhood, you could go around the country, and people are hurting, man. You know what I'm saying? And unjustifiably so. That's the point I'm trying to make. Is that we hurt unjustifiably so. It's like we came in this planet struggling. Now we gotta struggle leaving the planet? Why? Why we gotta struggle? When it's supposed to be life activity. Everybody was supposed to, they got this place called Disney. Everybody want to go to Disney, to go see Disney, and you know this make believe fairy tale land, Mickey Mouse and Goofy and all them people that we and we supposed to be. Oh, this is heavenly. This is the best life that ever life can be. That we made it to this point in our journey. Nah, man, I don't see that as that, man.
No, because that's still another way or form to cause you to be more callous and relaxed to your own creativity. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what we're talking about. You know, the activity that one should have is something that inspires you. So, like I said earlier, you know, you got people that likes to travel, and that helps them. Okay, fine. But at the same time, you want to bring that to those, or bring to others inspiration to actually cause them to live life too. So maybe Disney World is not, or Disney is not the place for them. Yeah, it's something that children love. Like they talk about Christmas. You know, Christmas is something. You know, I heard a statement today saying, you know, Christmas is made for children. Okay, but what else can be made for children besides Christmas? You see what I'm saying? It is plenty of opportunity, plenty of creativity, plenty of activity, plenty direction and purpose for that. So why does it have to just be Christmas when we all know that's not even something that's real? Because when the child grows up, when they become mature, they'll be like, man, this ain't even real. You know, they don't realize it themselves. So why even play the game? Why they just bring about an activity and activities that will bring out what's real from a child's mind. So this way, like you said, children are the future. So it's right now and for tomorrow. So therefore, let the children have something that's being magnified for something that's going to be real for tomorrow, even for themselves, you and anybody else that want to be around or have the will to be around to experience that type of newness. You know what I'm saying?
Now look at it. Your son. You know how they tell you, what you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a president. Yeah. I want to be a police officer. I want to be a fireman. I want to be a basketball star. I want to be a football star. But here's your child said, Daddy, I want to clean the planet. He said, that's inspiring, son. What occupation is that? Daddy, I want to be a trash man. He said, oh no, let the mom, oh no, my son ain't gonna be no trash man and be picking up other people's trash. Oh no, I ain't gonna have that. God ain't put you on earth to be picking up other people's trash. You know what I'm saying? But his statement was...
I didn't know that.
Huh?
I didn't know that.
Exactly. But his statement was, Daddy, I want to clean up the planet.
Yep.
They surpassed that. They want to look at you picking up somebody else's trash. No, that ain't a good occupation. People going to be looking down and they gonna disrespect you. No. Everybody got their position in life. In all aspects of life for us to have life activity. You may not like to pick up trash. You may not like to deal with waste, Somebody got to do it. You don't think that there's people that's already in their brain, in their DNA, that know how to eliminate or to improve on waste, how to get rid of it in a proper manner, where it don't even cause no harm and thanks to the community and the environment? How are you gonna stop that when that's part of life activity? You need somebody to take the place. Imagine you go use the bathroom and your toilet don't flush. And you sitting there just flushing, and you still got to go to the bathroom, but ain't nobody flushing it, and ain't nobody coming. So what you gonna do? Please, somebody help me, somebody. Oh Lord, shit is everywhere. Oh Lord, you know what I'm saying? So you need people that has that mentality.
And
that's why.
And the thing is, you have them.
Right.
There's people who's produced quite a bit of engineered type of solutions for the purpose of cleaning, balancing, and directing waste or even positivity. So you got to, have to inspire. Remember what life is, to lift and inspire those who want to live life. So if the person want to clean the planet and they want to clean up trash, you have to inspire them, because they'll come up with a creative way of doing it without having to just always be manual.
Right.
As you can see, there are great minds that's actually doing that as we speak right now. This is that's our third episode. So this is like 2021. There's people that's actually doing it. The point in all of this, those who have the mind to do something other than just the norm, this is one of the reasons why we're here speaking this way now. Because you have to know that. You have to look at your surroundings and say, what is it that I would like to do? And go do it. Parents need to inspire that, protect them, and grow them and guide them in it. Whatever they like to do. We ain't looking at nothing that's crazy already. We want to do the opposite of what's the norm.
Everybody can't be no goddamn rapper. Everybody can't be no R&B singer.
We got enough of those.
You know what I'm saying? They said, one brother said, shoot, they're more rappers than raindrops. I'm like, I said, damn, I ain't never heard that. I said, that's a good one.
I like
you got more rappers than raindrops? Everybody want to be. You know why? But this is a good point. You know why everybody want to become a rapper? Because they only see that is the only life activity.
Yep.
Where they can see that they could get money and live a good life better than what they were in before. Now imagine that every aspect of life was like that. Like look at the teacher or the professor. How come they make it so much less than a basketball player or a entertainer? You know what I'm saying? And they are the ones that cultivate and develop the minds of the world. But they get paid less. Like, I can never understand that concept. Like, you're not even aspiring to give money to people to teach people to be better than you.
No, it's not about that in this world. That's why life means to lift. So we have to look at life for what it's to be, how we are to fit and magnify life, not what's already normally taking place. Meaning we got to come out of the box in our thinking, basically. And when you do that, you'll be able to inspire others to come out of the box. See, that box thinking is for the occupation you mentioned, more rappers than raindrops.
Yeah, they done turn rappers into battle rapping now. You know, I be watching that. You know what I'm saying? I be watching because I see the creativity. I see the power of man, black man in particular, and how crafty. You know what I'm saying? How creative that he can become. Just just little things that he can grab on or hold on to. Ain't nobody else doing that, man. We attract the whole world in our own way of living, and we're at a low state, and we still got the world captivated about what we do.
So now, if we turn and look at that and say, man, if we could do it at a low state, how much more attraction will it be when we at our real high state?
Mm-hmm.
So when we having those activities to lift your mental, spiritual, and physical condition more than what it is now, then the life activities will be far better and greater than what they are now. Because everybody don't have to always be a singer, a hip-hop artist. They don't always have to play b-ball, football. You have people that want to do that. Okay, fine. let's look at doing other things other than that and be creative in that. Because really, who wants to be playing basketball all the time and tearing their body up? When you really think about it. I mean, you got to be conditioned for that anyway. You know, you got to be conditioned for football, boxing, all those things. And I tip my hat to people who actually put themselves in that type of realm.
Yeah.
I respect them for that. However, it's not just about that anymore. Because even though even the ones that's in it, they looking to get out of it where they healthy can enjoy some of the money that they have gained.
Right.
Because they value, it's starting to value or see the value in themselves and see the value in life. So therefore, always put yourself ahead of what it is that you actually are in right now. So whatever sport or hip hop, R&B, whatever, always look for things outside of that realm as far as life as well. Because it's so much to magnify. Like I just said, there's seedless watermelon. We need to have the seeds actually grown the way they're supposed to be. And maintain and be grown like that.
That growing meat, man.
Yeah, we don't, listen, man.
So that means if they're growing meat and they coming up with all these different scientific lab foods, so the babies that come underneath us are gonna think that that's normal.
Think about
They
it.
gonna grow up and thinking that if it gets to that point where we don't have no say so, and you gonna allow this man, this devil, this satanic, this demonic world to take over and say this is what you're gonna be eating, then the children that's coming up, they gonna know nothing but that's gonna be the norm. Just like what's happening today. Everything that's happening today that's negativity, they look at it as the norm. I ain't never saw no daggone, this supposed to be like life activity. You got your children looking at horses. I give you a good one. We go up watching Casper, Flintstones, Jetsons,
Yeah.
Dick Tracy, Batman. Now they got what that My Little Pony, My Little Pony.
SpongeBob.
Look. I happen to walk by the door of my daughter, and I saw two horses kissing.
Crazy.
Hold on, kissing.
Crazy.
My little, I don't know what. I said, well, what's that? Oh, she's like, no, that. Oh, so when they do that, they already know they was wrong. You know what I'm saying? But they're trying to justify it. Oh, you ain't got to justify it. I just want to see it. I just want to see it. What this demonic system is putting in our babies, man. That ain't no life activity. You gonna show a horse and a horse. No, not kissing like on the cheek. They up there. They mouth is moving. They rotate. You know what I'm saying? Their mouth is rotating. Wait a minute, hold up. Wait, oh my God. Let me tell you, I can't even walk away and let my child, put my child in another being hand that I'm thinking that's gonna teach and grow and help maintain the life activity that I should be, and you're gonna turn them into the opposite way? Nah, man, got to change.
Even with you bringing that up, it goes right into at-home teaching. Goes right into home. Like the first teacher's the mama, nurse, comforter. Everything starts at home. So
Man.
touching on that, it goes right to the source.
Boy, why you said that?
So
Why you said that?
So hey, it's a reality. It's a reality that a lot of us don't even consider being a reality.
Well,
A lot of people think it's supposed to be like that with no father in the household. I mean, we
Right.
They really believe that. You got people 10 years younger than me that believe that.
Right, because they look at it as the norm,
Man, like you said about the idea of the meat.
Right.
Shit, people come behind us. They don't think that's normal way. No, that ain't it. So that has a lot, man. That's a lot.
Man, when you said about the household, man, I'm trying to capture it.
Yeah, capture that one.
Because
Life activities. Shoot.
and I can't catch.
I learned quite a bit at home. Is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
And the things that I've learned at home, like when I give you an example. Like when I first started cooking, I was 5 years old. All because I was so inspired to eat. And my parents, they would sleep, you know what I'm saying? So like, I'm an early bird, even at a young age, or baby. So I started cooking. So that turned into, and just real simple thing. What the point is, it turned into me becoming a cook in time. So at home, I'm learning how to do things like cook. where you could turn it into a livelihood for yourself if you so choose. If you go ahead and master it, and that's just one of many things you learn at home. So if you can learn something productive at home, if you can learn something negative at home, excuse me, or something absent, why can't you take what's productive at home? Like, why does it have to be always an absence? Why does it have to always be a negative? Why does it always have to be like, oh, this is just an excuse? Nah, it ain't. I understand like single parenting, and I understand like two parents at home. The idea is to always have your children focus on things that is productive. So this way, activity can be produced that will help inspire life to actually be lived. So therefore, when it's like that, then you can always have productive humans, man. I'm not saying it's gonna be like, it don't have to be perfect. It just has to be progress. It has to be something consistent, and it has to be something that is practical. Not like you mentioned about the characters, the horses kissing, like it's like
It was rotate.
yeah, like what is
It was rotate.
what is being taught through the tube now? Streams, computers, social media, man. It is not something that is normal, man.
No.
We in that time, and this is a whole nother bird, but this I gotta say it. We are in that time, like it's written, where it says that we're gonna be in the time where wrong is wrong is right and right is wrong.
We
We living in it. We ain't coming to
Yeah,
it.
you're
It's
right.
already here. So now we got to step back and ask ourselves the question, man, what is life really about? Let me read it to you again.
Read it. Yeah, I know that. Them people be on the street. Read.
Life
Read.
to lift a living elevation.
Read it again, my brother. Read it again.
Hold on, slow down, brother. To lift life, to lift a living elevation, an activity that will always inspire you to live life. Now, this is the extension of it. The force that causes things to be alive, self-propelled.
Now let's look at that key word, force.
Force, meaning motion, energy, right? Energy, I'm just going to keep the language right. The force that causes things to be alive, not dead, alive, self-propelled. So you have to really tune in, and it ain't hard to do. We just gotta take our time, like exercise. You gotta do it on a consistent, get stronger. So life itself, man, has to be focused on. It has to be moved out on, and it has to be magnified. Much like the flower that you see, the planet, it comes in with life when the springtime. That's the real new year when it comes to the springtime. Anyway,
Right.
not January. It's really spring.
Right.
So really, when life starts springing up, and the flowers, all of that, the planet is just blossoming, like all the way to the point of fall, and everything starts to go away. But there's always a new growth that takes place every part of the year that comes in. With the planet, there's always a rotation. However, the idea is to constantly magnify life when it comes to the highest representations of life, which is man, woman, black man, black woman. So we have to realize the time in which we in and value ourselves, really start valuing ourselves in a real way. Not all this artificial and social media and all. I mean, it's good for what it's designed for, socializing, connecting, and because the real social media, remember, have family reunions. That's the real social media. You know what I'm saying? Everybody get together as a big family, be it, you in the East Coast, the Midwest, West, whatever. That was the social media as I was growing up. Because we always took the time as family to come together, like in the summertime.
Enjoy each other, yeah.
Enjoy each other's company, talk to each other, talk about each other, cut on each other. So it's like the real human social media, this is okay. Like computers is okay. However, the real power is us, that human connection with that magnification, and a whole lot of life comes out of that. So that has to be really looked at, man, and really start being lived. Because that's the time we in. All this falsehood going on.
Man, just listen to what you were sharing and look at that, the time which we now living in.
Yeah.
It's almost like, man, what's going to happen, man? Religion been here for quite some time.
Ooh, you open a lot of doors.
Oh, let's open them. Let's open them up.
You open the
It's
door
got to
back.
be said. You know what I'm saying? But look, religion been here for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's supposed to be powerful. It's supposed to be lifted life. Right? Come on now. I don't give a damn what religion you in. It don't matter. If you're here today in 2021, what has it done for society to have life activity? I ain't gotta break down what religion. I don't give a damn what religion you with. What power? You're talking about God. You know what I'm saying? You read about God in your books.
Right.
But when it comes down to reality, what power do it have to change the condition of the land and the people?
You know, someone told me they believe in the superpower, supernatural, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I said, what does that mean? What do you mean by that? It gave me an example with Jesus. You know, Jesus being killed. And I said, listen, let me tell you something, right? I said, the way that the body is designed, once you drain the physical blood from it, listen, you cannot take all that blood out, right? Let that body sit bloodless for 3 days. Let's see, that's considered what, 24 hours, 72 hours,
right.
40 hours. You cannot let it sit for 3 days and thinking that you're gonna pump that blood right back into that body that you drained from a stab wound or whatever, even if you just drain it with a needle or the long hose, right? You know, the autopsy. And thinking that particular body after 3 days, time like that, you're gonna cause that body to get back up. Now that's something that they do in Hollywood. They write scripts like that in Hollywood. So the person that was bringing this to my attention, you know, they asked me, this is a religious person, all this. And I said, listen, man, we're not even going there. I said, if you can't even understand that Santa Claus is not real, then you're gonna believe in things like that. So what happens, this is no joke. What happens when the young brothers get shot up in different cities, right? Lose their life, blood is spilled from the body, right? Quite a bit of blood is leaked out and they pass away. Is anybody taking that spilt blood from that wound and pumping it right back into that body after they drain it when it goes to the hospital, autopsy and all that? The answer is no. You know why? Because the body is not designed to actually take the blood back in as it's been dead. Like that's not the design of it. Proof, case in point. When winter comes in, the planet dies off. From what? It dies off from what? Produce, life, and all that, you know, food and all that in that sense, right? So until the spring comes back around, you're gonna have a portion of the planet itself losing life for a period of time. Now, when it comes to the human body, it has a certain design to it where it actually has blood in it. I'll give you another example. Take some watermelon. Drain all the juice from the watermelon. Give it 3 days, and then take that juice and pump it back into that watermelon. See if you got a fresh watermelon. Now that's a watermelon. So since the human body is far more delicate than that, the supernatural, as she put it, and it was a she, this is her belief. And I'm like, okay, fine. You can believe what you want. I can only deal with what can be proven. Because I don't operate off of what I believe or what I feel. I have to, you know, even this white man operates off of mathematics. It's called, it's called forensics. You know, he has a whole system where he has to do things calculated. Even when he wants to go to space, he has to calculate.
Yeah.
Even when he goes, so nobody gets away from thinking mathematically. I don't care who you are. Mathematics is not personal. It's not, just like watermelon, the way that produce is produced with the planet, it wasn't personal. It's available for anybody. It's just that you have a certain people and a nature of people who want to always control it from you and society to where you always beckon to them. That's why they do the seedless watermelon, taking the life from it. You see that? So you can't reproduce anything other than you just constantly, feeding somebody else when you can feed yourself. So it's no different. All that supernatural, listen, you want to see some new supernatural? I'll tell it to you like this. Once the black man be himself on a consistent base, that's the supernatural that's going to put everything in check. Stupidity, homelessness, single mothers, bastard children, all of that. Once the black man start being himself on a larger scale and stop all of this, I got so many different women and I'm showing off. I get it. But the real power is not forceful. Real power is very calm, very cool, and it's collected. And it's just like a tornado. But it's like without so much force, it's intelligent. Like it's not, you don't have to be so reckless with your expression when it comes to removing conditions. Just be consistent.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
Religion.
Religion. Just in that
That's
little
supposed
bit
to
of
be
religion.
so powerful.
It ain't.
However, I remember movies called The Exorcist. And the priest supposed to have the ingredients to calm the savage beasts.
What do you
He
got?
had the tools to hold down this demonic person, being, or species. And they come with this thing called the what? The holy water. I know everybody saw that movie, The Exorcist, but I'm making a point here is because they want to show you that religion is powerful. So something that was like you say, the supernatural. But when you get that religion on there, and they come with that cross, and they come with that holy water, boy, you better sing, demons, demonic spirits, bow down, because your master is here. And they sprinkle that water. Jesus Christ repels you. Some, you know how they say, Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ repelled. And the dude, he on there nervous too. You know, he don't even believe. You know, and the things are going up. But that was in the movies.
That's Hollywood.
That's Hollywood.
Yeah, scripted.
So let's look at the reality. Where is the life activity from religion that we can stand on it? You're talking about homelessness. You're talking about police brutality. You're talking about, the state, they separate race from the state.
Yeah.
No. Well, not race from the state. Religion. Religion and state is separated. So religion, like most of the people that's in religion, they do that 501(c)(3) that non-profit organization. So in that contract, you can't talk about nothing political or nothing of that. But back in the day, they wasn't like that. You had the preachers talk about everything. No, they can't be doing that. You go to the preacher. The politicians used to go to the preacher to get the congregation to vote. You know what I'm saying? However, that's the only power that they got, because anything else outside of that, they ain't doing nothing. No life activity at all. It's just a routine that everybody go to because that's what everybody does. You just go to this building, you get a book, you listen to somebody inspire you and excite you. You go back home, you still got to pay Mr. Bill.
Basically, you got to know how to think and not just be told what to think on. So that's why when it comes to life and having life activities, you will learn how to think just by putting yourself in that, applying yourself to something creative. There's nothing wrong with people doing music and artists like that, writing songs, and I love music myself. You know what I'm saying? Music itself is very positive. You know what I'm saying? The reality of the idea is to have that type of energy in every aspect of life. You know what I'm saying? So this way everybody can be lifted or be in a positive motion all the time. Some people think, well, that's impossible. You got to have some negatives. Yeah, but you got to remember, negative only has power from what you give it. So if you don't feed it, how's it going to actually be? You know what I'm saying? So if you keep thinking like Santa Claus is real, once again, I keep putting this up. I know Christmas coming up, people getting all festive and spirited, whatever. Ready God to be drunk all up and, carry that to the new year. But anyway, as long as you keep, I don't care how you believe it, the reality is it's not real. And I don't have to bang nobody over the head with it. It's like, that's the reality. I mean, I understand everybody coming together want to be festive, like just being alive. You know what I'm saying? Celebrate life. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about celebrating a quote unquote holiday. Let's just celebrate life, and do it more than one day out the year. You know what I'm saying? Do it every day of the year or once a month a year. Like, just do it all the time. So, because when you do it like that, you will magnify more positive than you do negative, period. So it may sound like, oh, this easy said and done. No, just do it and you'll see.
Well, I tell you what. At the end of this, we're gonna close it out because, I think we shared enough as far as life activities for our brothers and sisters and people of like minds to want to participate, regulate, and elevate. You know what I'm saying? Any other word I'm right? They got more rappers than raindrops. But in that, I just like to say we're gonna end on that. See y'all the next time. The brothers are here, and like I said, we're here to show love. Where's the love? The love is here with your brothers. So in that, I thank y'all for tuning in, and I say once again, peace.
Peace.
We out here.
We out.
The brothers, the brothers, the brothers, the brothers, the brothers. The brothers, the brothers, the brothers, the brothers, the brothers. We need high vibration. Let's unite. We need dedication. Let's get rid of negativity. We need liberation. Come on, come on. We need